Hello everybody, Danny here, and I'm breaking my promise right and left, and you may say, what promise are you breaking, Danny? I promised myself that I would not start and stop this video. I've done it 3 times because I get confused. I got a new camera angle, did you see? I'm looking up now, instead of looking always at the ground like Eeyore. Oh, woe is me. I am now looking up. And the reason is because I saw a video of myself and I go, what the hell's this hanging down here? I got this huge ass waddle. Now, I'm not saying anything against waddles. Some of my favorite friends waddle. Say hello to Psychic Duck, everybody. Hello, everybody. Yeah, I love waddling. I love it. You know who else waddles? Yeah, who's that guy that sings? The guy from New Orleans. That guy, John Baptiste. Oh, yeah, John Baptiste. Speaking of New Orleans, is it Fat Tuesday coming up? So, Sherry Voices from the Swamp is going to have a bunch of people on her show for a little Nolans. Here I said that, Nolans party. And then somebody said, oh, it's the start of Lent. And for Lent, it's in the Catholic religion, maybe other religions, you give up something. Oh, haven't we given up enough? Yeah, I think so. All right, let's get into it, because the energy is just really, really wild this week. New moon, solar eclipse. We are going from, I think it's today, the fire horse, no, going from the wood snake to the fire horse. The wood snake to the fire horse. So the wood snake is a 9-year. You're looking at things, you're closing things up, you're trying to reevaluate, and now you're going into a 1-year, which in normal times would be, okay, let's just get on the horse and ride on into the new year. This is a fire horse, and when I just think of that energy, I'm going, oh my God, what are we in for? That's why I'm always going to be looking up this year. Just keep looking up, because something new is going to happen. I should probably watch where I'm going, but okay. What else do we have? So the extreme events, it's the ending of the 9 and the beginning of the 1. Saturn Neptune conjunction on February 20th. Is that Friday? And it's at 0 degrees Aries. I'm not a big astrology guy. I don't even know what I'm talking about, but I wrote it down. So this is a rare astrological event, last occurring around 7000 BC. I got all excited because I looked at what happened 7,000 years ago. And I'm like, ooh, something's going to happen big. What happened then? And I got, ooh, the wheel was invented and the Y chromosome dramatically dropped. And that's the male chromosome, I think. And they said it was due to wars and stuff. I'm waiting for the divine feminine to come in, so I got all excited about this. I was wrong. I'm still excited about it, but I was wrong. It's 7,000 years BC, so I was 2,000 years off. What? Well, it's a couple of years. Who cares? The other thing so this is allowing us to redefine boundaries, spirituality, and personal authority. So you guys can you can Google this and see, a lot of people are talking about this. So I'm not the only duck in the pond. Okay. The thing that caught my eye with this is Neptune is the water planet. So when I'm doing my research, I went, the water planet? I thought Earth was the water planet. And they said that Neptune's water is not like Earth's water. And that took me down a whole nother hole. I mean, I went into that little vortex in the ocean. It's just dropped. Thank you. It is, Neptune water is different than Earth water. And so we're getting a big Saturn Neptune jolt of energy. And because we are mostly water, we are going to, it feels like what we are made of is going to be radically redefined. So I know we're going into a higher spirituality. We are dropping into the divine feminine. We are shifting majorly in this time frame. We have a lot of prophecies that are being said to be in the works in this time. We've been working, a lot of us have been working on honing our psychic gifts. And is this the time that we really step out of the student phase and jump into the awareness stage? I kind of think yes. So a lot of us are digging into different modalities to go from here to there. And so I'm thinking, yeah, now's the time that we go, okay, I know enough about how to go from here to there to start using our gifts to manifest what we want right now for the future. Okay. The other thing that we have going on is I've been really being drawn to Egypt, which I don't know anything about, but it keeps popping up. Ursi over at Ascension Playground did a starlight report for me, and it's all about Egyptian guides and stars. And we have a rare alignment with Regulus, the star Regulus, the blue star Regulus, rising in front of the Sphinx in, when is it? In around Easter in April. So I'm thinking does that connect with the prophecies? Edgar Cayce and all. I mean, so it's just a wild time that we're in. Okay. I just think we need to buckle up, right? Let's not focus on looking down. Let's focus on looking up. I'm going to drop it down. I pulled 3 cards last night, and I think they were kind of important. Well, for me, they were. And this is from my Angels and Ancestors deck. The first card I got is the Guardian Angel. And I go, oh, okay, cool, Guardian Angel. Yay. And let me know what you think about this new camera angle. It certainly makes my waddle look better. All right, Guardian Angel. There's a lot that, you know, for me, I'm in all these different modalities, and I forget my guardian angels. I know that's not the best thing to do. So this card is reminding me, and since I'm sharing it, us, to pay attention to our guardian angels. When we see a feather on the ground, what does that remind us of? Does it remind us of angels or departed loved ones or whatever? Well, now, because it's just this singular white feather, let's remember our guardian angels. And it's got this great Merkaba to it. It's a star Merkaba. Okay, go over to Ursi's channel. She's got a whole thing on star Merkabas at the Ascension Playground. Ask your angels. We're not alone in this. The next card I got is bees. And I just, you gotta love bees. I hate it when I passed, I'm looking, hate, that's not the right word. But it is the right word, because when I'm driving down the road and I see all the beehives and I'm like, oh, bees, yay, honey, yay. And then I hear the bees hitting my car windshield. I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm looking down. Look up. Bask in joy and light. That's what this card is suggesting us to do. Hive mind community. Bask in the community of we have a job to do. Body, mind, spirit over here. But it didn't feel like this card kind of felt out of place here for me, personally. And then I got the Shield Maiden card. Make plans and focus. I have been having such a hard time focusing. More than usual, which is pretty crazy to think. Could you be less focused, Danny? Yeah, I can. What are the plans that we want to make, and what do we want to focus on? Sometimes we need to ask our guardian angels, but the overarching feeling I get is keep looking up. Bask in joy and light. There's a lot to be thankful for. There's a lot to be grateful for, and sometimes we forget. Well, sometimes. A lot of times we forget. All right, let's take a look at we're at 13 minutes exactly. So I want a lucky 13. Let's pop into because it's President's Day, let's just look at the guy who is being called president. I said the guy. I also want to look at the girl that should have been called president. Don't get mad at me, woman. Okay. But really, that's kind of sailed in a way. We can look at her again, but at this moment in time, there needs to be still some more adjustment before she comes back, is what I'm hearing. There needs to be more people waking up. Okay, let's look at the U.S. And because there's so much fighting going on between us and them. Epstein, we released it, we didn't release it. The ICE, we are pulling out, we're not pulling out. That's the worst, right? You don't know if you're pulling out or... Sorry, did I really go there? Okay. What else? Cuba, Iran. Cuba, oh my God, what the hell are we doing? To my Cuban friends, hola, lo siento. To my Canadian friends, hola, lo siento. I'm trying to watch the Olympics. I used to be a huge fan, huge. I used to watch that stuff a lot. And now I look at it and I just go, yeah, no. You know, when USA comes in, I just like go, oh, okay. I hope you lose. I know. That was never like that before. I was always rooting for my country. Now, it's like I'm rooting for you, thank you, to wake up. And do we need to lose more for you all to wake up? Not you all. Most people who are watching this channel, they understand, y'all know. But, you know, some of the red states out there, I'm going, are you guys going to wake up and see what is going on? Ask a soybean farmer how they're doing. I saw the governor of Kentucky, Andy Beshear, on Jon Stewart. Oh, and if you guys haven't seen Jon Stewart, the opening monologue, wow, that was it. I was laughing out loud. And a lot of these late night comedians, I'm like, I can't even watch them anymore because it's just a rehash of the news that I kind of already saw, and it's too much. It's just too much. Okay, let's look at, that was a little ramble, 4-minute ramble. Let's look at the U.S. president, because it's President's Day. Let's look at the energy for him being tapped in. I don't feel him. Like, I just feel like a chaos ball. He doesn't, you know, not that this is anything new, but he's not well at all. Somebody did a video of him signing his name, and it looked like he signed, and you know, when he wrote his last name, it was like and then they're saying it took him 11 seconds versus his normal time of 8 seconds, like when he, you know, in version 1, it took him 8 seconds to sign his name. I don't know about you, that's pretty damn long. And he didn't hold, I don't know if you saw this, but he signed this new executive order. Oh my God. Ramble. Where's that make plans and focus card again? The EPA. Anyway, so maybe he was signing that and he goes, well, I'm not going to hold it up because he can't. And people would look at his signature and see how bad it is. But the EPA, let me do a little ramble on the EPA. Mother Earth, as I said before, is going to be fine. The inhabitants on top of Mother Earth, not so fine. I just keep thinking of the rollbacks. And when I look at this, when I see what he did, I went, we have so many things in place that you just can't undo it. And you know, the oil companies are not just going to flip a switch and go, oh good, we get to pollute more. I don't think they can do it. So anyway, it's just so backwards. We're not moving towards the future. We're going backwards. And this is something we're letting go of, because this fire horse, we are going into new beginnings. Okay. Pumpkinhead, should use my other deck. Been shuffling this deck. I'm using, what deck am I using? my little Scaribo deck. So lots of naked pictures. See if YouTube. I know some people put marks and cover theirs up. I'm not going to do that. I'll get a deck that doesn't have that. Okay, Pumpkinhead. What is going on? What do we need to know? What are you thinking on this President's Day? Just get heard scared. Well, here we go. The Emperor card. Ooh. Does that look like a fire horse in a way? Knight of Chalices. The Knight of Chalices. Riding a dragon. It's a dragon horse. Wild ride. Information. Normally, the Knight of Chalices is the knight in shining armor. He's about ready to go. This feels like he's been on this wild ride. And he's speaking with forked tongues, which is Pumpkinhead here, the Emperor. At the base of the reading, defending himself. Let me drop this down. You can see from a position of above. Knight of Pentacles, slow moving in the past. He's never been slow moving in the past. I just had an image of him falling down the stairs. New emotional start, a 1, yay. What is going on with this Emperor card? Justice in the near future. The World. My Democratic card, the Ten of Cups. Where am I here? There we go. Hopes and Fears. The King of Pentacles. Finance. These two cards are my Pumpkinhead cards, Trump cards. So we have the Emperor and the King of Pentacles, hopes and fears, and that's why I said scared. I got him in the fear position. And the final outcome, ooh, what does that look like? He's being imprisoned by his wealth. It also looks like he's sitting on a toilet. Oh, God. Hope there isn't any cocaine on it. Clarified, we have the Knight of Wands. This is my overseas card, information coming from overseas. And hard work, diligent work, apprentice information. I need to get some clarity on that. So I'm going to use, because what is the restriction? What is the news from overseas? What is the hard work at the base of the deck is moving on? What is this all about? So it feels like for Pumpkinhead, he's got a wild ride, new beginning. He's defending himself. Justice is coming right at him. And this is not Pam Bondi justice. Pam Bondi justice would probably be the Fool card, or I don't know what her card would be. Halloween deck for sure. Internally, we have the World, the Ten of Cups on the outside, cheering, raising. This is not for him, though. This is due to some kind of justice that's going on. And the world will celebrate because he's picking fights with everybody. What is this Four of Pentacles Eight of Pentacles all about? Nose to the grindstone. Is that because of the information that's coming out here that's putting him in, having him hold on, putting him in a little prison with this Four of Pentacles? What does this Eight of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Knight of Wands outcome mean? On this President's Day, what does it mean? Ha! King of Coins. That's what we had here. King of Coins. Is he going to lose some money? Page of Cups. Information coming from an unexpected source. This is him being underwater too. Nine of Cups, the Wish card. I'm getting mixed signals here, guys. So who's the Wish? What's the Wish card for here? Am I just focused on, am I looking down too much and not looking up? Does that make any sense? What is going on with, he's holding on to something, he's got news coming from overseas, and he's hard at work at holding on to, it's projects, it's money, it's something, it's his mental capacity. His mental capacity is underwater. And the Wish card, that's very similar to this, raising your glass. Let's take a look at it from a different point of view. Is democracy, how is democracy feeling? At this time, how is democracy going to feel? Show me the state of democracy on this President's Day in this new energy that we are moving towards. I did a reading last night about this. Let me lift this back up again. I did a reading last night on this. Using angel cards. And it was really funny that I got the guardian angel card before I went to sleep. Angels are talking to me. Gotta go over and talk to Tish. Alright, democracy on this President's Day. What's the potential near future? What do we need to know about democracy on this president? Will it survive? We have the Queen of Pentacles. This card looks almost like the Empress card. It's abundance. It's not the King of Pentacles, Mr. Pumpkinhead. It's the female version. And let me tell you, not at all like Mr. Pumpkinhead. This is abundance, this is sharing, this is knowing how to stay and be in harmony with nature. Ooh, we get the Steel. So some of you guys know where I was going with this card. And then we have the Seven of Swords, sneaking into camp and stealing some defenses, stealing some votes. Let me drop this down so you can make sure that I'm not cheating. Somebody said that to me a couple of years ago. You need to show your cards. You could be cheating. I could. Oh. Democracy. Moving on upside down. Kind of stuck. Defending itself. Got the Wild Ride. Again, defending oneself. Star of Hope. Can't show that card. This is the best of democracy. Externally. Hopes and fears that it's not all dead on the vine. We have one left. The hope is we can revive this. The fear is it's gone. We get the Hanged Man. A little pause, right, in the democracy thing, the democracy way. However, this is looking at things from a different point of view. We need to revamp everything. There is so much that needs to be fixed. That's what this guy's doing. And it's not just with us, it's with the world. And we get our Democratic card. Yay. What's at the underline? The abuse of power. Underlying energy. We get the Sun card. Enlightenment. Fun. Joy. We get the rebuilding card. The Death. Rebirth. Walking away from sorrow. To find oneself again. This is where we are. And the last card is the Celebration. If I keep going, King of Cups. Yeah, okay. All right. It's the same thing that I've been saying over and over and over again is hold on. We are in this rebuild. Democracy, I still see it lasting. It's not completely gone. It's not. All right. 32 minutes. Let's take a look at, before I go, this could be the last one. I want to take a look at Cuba. Gosh dang it. Okay, ramble again. Focus, Danny. No, not yet. The redaction on the Epstein files. Someone said that the reason they were so sloppy with the redactions, letting the victims' names out, was that it was a warning to them. Watch it. And even Massey, I heard, let me do one real quick one on that. Was this a warning to the victims and to Massey? Is he being, let's just put them both together, is he being threatened as well? I'm just going to pull 6 on it. Are these guys going to stay strong? Massey wrote this thing that said, and it was very familiar to Virginia Giuffrine, I mispronounced his name, when she said, I am not suicidal. I'm not going to kill myself. And I don't know if it's true or not. You got to really double check this. It was just one piece that I heard, and then I couldn't find it online anymore, so I don't know if it's true. But victims, was that a warning to the victims? Ooh. Sad. Worry. They got some magic happening. Wish card. Information coming from overseas. Of course, you know it is. Let me drop this down. So, you know this is. Poland's going into looking at their Epstein case. So other countries are going in and digging into this information and doing their own investigation. Other world leaders, other countries, other countries in the world are holding their people to account if they were in the Epstein files. The only country that is not is us. Yeah. Got a little bit of illusion, delusion going on. A little bit of confusion. The victims. Was this intentional? Was this intentional? Ooh. Queen of Swords. I think it was to put up a smoke screen. I think it was to cause some worry here. But they have other energies that are too powerful. The Queen of Swords, the Magician, the Wish cards, news coming from overseas, that whatever they tried to throw out is not going to work at all. Whatever the DOJ tried to cover up and hide in this smoke screen, it's not going to work. Okay. What was the last thing? I want to look at Cuba. All right. Cuba. So it's these countries that, I mean, what does Stephen Miller think when you disrupt a whole economy? People are going to leave in search of a better place to go. Where are they going to go? Maybe they'll just die. Maybe that's what he wants. Fire horse. Hang on. When you're riding a fire horse, do you hang on to the mane? Are your hands going to get burned? How do you do that? Question for another time. All right. Cuba. In the next 3 months. So Cuba is being under, they're having an oil embargo. Trump said something about shutting down the oil to Cuba, another neighbor. Yeah. And Rubio, what the hell? His parents are from there. What the hell? Okay, Cuba, here we go. What do you got? Okay, thanks. That's a good card to start off with, Six of Wands. Is someone going to come in and help them out? Is it going to be foreign? Let's just keep going. Oh, yeah. Let me drop it down. Good Lord. It's got the addiction energy, the devil energy on top of their success. They're coming in. This is Pumpkinhead. Sadness. Four Swords, retreat, quiet. The Emperor overshadowing this, Cuba. Three of Pentacles. Working with three other people. Maybe to get some, I'm going to keep going. Maybe to get a winning energy in here. But they do have a winning energy. But all the other cards around it are too controlling. The Devil, the Emperor, the Loss, the Four of Swords, retreat, my minor arcana, non-alive death card. But then in the potential near future, coming together to work on something. Higher order of things. Is this us? Is this our government doing that? The Hierophant. Judgment. Someone's going to say, you can't do that. The Magician and the Hopes and Fears. Secrets coming out. Full Moon. Ooh. King of Swords. Taking somebody to task. These secrets that are coming out is taking someone to task. And it's about legacy money. This is my Republican card, the Ten of Pentacles. I don't feel like it's going to be an easy time for them at all. A lot of secrets need to come out before this money's going to start flowing in. And it feels like this king needs to, someone's head needs to roll, so to speak, before. So are they looking for a regime change? Yeah, kind of, and that could be there, but there's secrets that come out. You have this Judgment and this Magician card that are really powerful, that I'm hoping can flip this script for regime change in Cuba. But it looks like that's what they're going after. Okay, one more quick pull, and I'm going to use this other deck since it's kind of fresh-ish. Is Cuba going to have a regime change? And we know how regime changes work in the U.S. for the U.S. Not well. We know how it works in Latin America. Not well. Is the U.S. going for a regime change? Full Illumination. That's a yes card. Page of Cups. News coming from an unexpected source. This is like, hang on. Hang on. We got some. This to me is not like super joyful. This is super enlightening. This is a young energy. And this is the Wish card. Queen of Swords. Moving on to calmer waters. And we get a lot of Cubans coming over to the U.S. from, to escape this. Secrets. Moon. It just feels like maybe by the full moon in the 20th, on the 20th, that we'll get some answers with this. Are they looking for regime change? It feels like yes, and it feels like it's not going to go their way if they continue. Be careful what you wish for is what I heard with that Wish card. Okay, all right, that's it. All right, you guys, happy Monday. I'll see some of you on Tuesday for the journey to Europe. If you don't know, to Egypt, if you don't know about that, it's on my website. First page, go look at that. And that's at DannyShayTarot.com. What else? That's it. Peace and love.